How do you curate the songs to fit the acts, essentially?
Well, that was a big thing. I was, again, I was working on this track list order, working on the track list, working on the interludes, all kind of simultaneously at like different points. And there were many times when I was moving songs around and, kind of like, wait, this shouldn't be in this act. This needs to be somewhere else. I think the big part for me was the songs when I first wrote them definitely had an intention in terms of like who I was writing them about, what I was writing it about. But I love that given the context and around the right act and within the right act, you could almost interpret them to mean something else, which for me was really fun. And I loved the fact that there was some of these songs have like double, triple meaning. Are they about an ex-partner? Are they about my career? Are they about the internet? Are they about this or that? So I think for me, I wanted the songs to reflect what I had just kind of like, out loud talked about in the act, in the interlude.
It's giving art.
It's trying. It's
giving.
Thank you.
It really is. By the way, listen to I May Be an Actress, but I can't fake how I feel.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Yeah, thank you.
You should do a reading, like a dramatic reading.
Oh, of all of them? That's pretty good. I'll do it cold. Good old cold read.
I love it.
You know what other lyrics stuck out to me?
What, Dan?
It's in Love Feeling. It's the outro where you question, don't think you listen to my music.
Yeah.
Yep.
You talking to somebody?
Yeah. Yeah. There was a person in particular I was writing that song about. And so I don't think he does listen to my music. He knows the song is about him. And he was like, I do listen to your music. I'm like, we're friends on Spotify. Like I see you recently. Yeah.
Oh, is it a current thing?
It's a current thing, maybe.
Ooh. Oh, damn.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I wrote that and played it for him, he was like, he loved it, but he was like, I do listen to your music. And I'm like, sure you do.
I would hope you would. You would want to support him.
Of course.
I don't know if I'm a boyfriend or a thing.
Yeah. You of course. I think, I don't know. I've been very lucky because I feel like every partner I've had has been supportive for sure. And I think I have my own insecurities about my music that I sometimes bring into a relationship. Like, most of my partners have like some sort of background in music. I'm definitely obviously have a type. And I feel like I'm always like hyper insecure about whether they connect to my music or not.
It's scary.
It is. And I'm not as insecure about my acting. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, if you like the rom-com, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
Well, because
I don't know.
it's like not yours. Like people blame like writing before they blame an actor, right?
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes I feel still we get the brunt of it, even if it might not totally be our thing. But yeah, I mean, we're not in charge of editing. That's why I got into producing, because I was like, I want to be in charge of it all.
Yeah, because you can really control the story, because the story could be cut into 1,000. It can start as one thing and come out totally different.
But you know what? Even when you're producing, it's still a collaboration. That's one of the hardest parts and one of the best parts is when you're making a movie or a TV show or whatever, it's a collaboration. You're making it with a group of people, and that's beautiful. You can say the same thing with music. There's a lot less, I feel like.
Way more narrow.
A lot less cooks in the kitchen.
And way vulnerable.
Yes. And I'm way more of a control freak in my music than I am acting and producing. I'm definitely very much like, I want to be collaborative. I want to, listen. And I do want to do that with music too, but with music, I'm kind of like, this is me, so I have to tell it the way I want to tell it.
Yeah, it's your name, your story, and there's nobody else there. Like, you also can't rely on a single other person when you're up there performing it, or having to go and talk about it, or when people Google you or Spotify search you, whatever it is. Yeah,
and if it doesn't do well, if it doesn't connect with people, if it's not good subjectively, you're going to be to blame. So why not stand behind everything instead of like, I think my original debut album, I think why I'm thankful it didn't come out is because I don't know if I totally stood behind it the same way I stand behind this. So I think if it come out and didn't do well or didn't do this or whatever, it would have felt like painful because I really had kind of like trusted different people to be like, okay, I'm doing this because this person wants it or this person wants it or whatever. This album, I'm like, I stand behind completely. So I'll take, it's hard. You still don't want to hear you're not good enough or no or this or that, but I'll proudly take it because I stand behind it.
It's yours at the end of the day.
100%.